Colorado, and I work in the deinstitutionalization program, and I'm also a facilitator for Stepping Stones. Well, Stepping Stones are 10 sessions, a 10-session group, and we teach them how to live independently with a disability and how to be proud of it. Yes, it does. 3 of the 10 sessions are held at UIC Computer Lab. A lot of these people do not have computers, and they're very scared of computers. And I think it's a good thing, but it's not very accessible. I hope that using a tablet, each one having their own tablet here at Access Living, which is totally accessible, would be more accommodating for them. And I'm assuming that they have programs on the computer that can enlarge things, huge. And if them being smaller, then having only one hand won't be an issue.
Extremely helpful because I have a mobility disability, and that means that there's some limitation in moving about on a daily effort. So being able to get on the internet, the computer, takes me all the way around the world, staying, knowledgeable about what's going on, in society, and it makes me feel pretty much part of everything.
Definitely they can do banking, they can do medications, order, things like that. First of all, the easiness of being able to reach a person by email or social media, and especially in terms when we have big groups and we need to call 20, 30.
As long as they're going on the social network, we'd be able to ensure that they're doing all right each week by monitoring them via the network.
Usually it's a transportation or health issue, preventing them from leaving the nursing home. So the intake process involves approximately 50 pages that needs to be filled out. Most of the pages have repetitive questions like name, address, date of birth, and things like that. If you would have tablet, we can enter this information digitally using macros or other technology. Transfer the information entered once to all the forms. Then the consumer, using additional applications, can sign the forms straight on the tablet, and we can come to the office, just print it, and the intake would take much less time.
If we had a tablet while we're visiting the consumer, we could write our notes into the computer systems instead of having to wait to come back to the office to do that, and instead of handwriting all of the notes onto some sort of paper or schedule. So it would just be more convenient to get it done right there, and then we can be more accurate with the information. I'd itemize each item, and so when they brought the items to me, I had to make sure everything got checked out correctly, and I had to identify the receipt to the items, have the consumer sign the receipt and the items, and then I had to also keep track of making sure that whoever spent more or less, that was documented somewhere. I also had to make sure that every consumer had a CTA or paratransit pass. I had to keep track of who got what pass and how many passes were handed out. Well, had we gotten everything done electronically, it could have been placed into files for each consumer, and then we have to reconcile every payment that we make, and so it would have all already been put onto an electric file, so it would have been a much easier, much quicker process for us.